All right, same deal here with chopping out the waste or trimming out the waste with a chisel from the from cutting it out. So you can see I've got some waste on the bottom of the joint there. And what I'm going to do is what I said before. I'm going to go about halfway between the edge of the waste and the line, and then go about halfway down the board. And so this, after I've gone very close to the line, when I've got less than a 16th to the line, like a 32nd, then I'll put the chisel right on the line and then chop down halfway down. You know, like I said, this is a 3/4 inch thick board, so I'm going to aim for going down about 3/8 of the way down. Not going any farther than that because I don't want to blow it out the other side. There we go. Sharp chisel, of course. I sharpen my chisels, you know, if I've been using a chisel for an hour or, you know, half an hour maybe, I sharpen it. I don't, you know, I'm always doing a couple of passes over a stone. If I'm using, like, if I was using this chisel to chop out, you know, 3 or 4 joints, or 3 or 4 boards worth of joints, I would definitely run it over a stone a few times in that time, because just keeping them really sharp just makes your cutting very clean, and it just feels good. And there's just if you're gonna work by hand, you need to master sharpening. If you don't like to sharpen, a different activity is probably the right thing for you, because I don't know a way around it. I guess if you had an apprentice who could do all your sharpening for you, that would be nice. And if you find out where you can find one, let me know, because I'd like that also. But I don't mind sharpening. You probably won't either. One thing that makes sharpening much easier is to leave a good sharpening station set up. And I'll make a video about sharpening, but I leave a bunch of stones all set up in a trough of water where I use them, so that I don't have any excuses to not sharpen often. So I'm just flipping this over and making sure that the waste is cleaned out to the bottom, and making sure that so I go not exactly 90, but I actually cut it in a little bit, relieve it a little bit, so maybe a couple of degrees in, to get that waste out of the way. It's going to be hidden, and it gives a little bit of extra clearance just for the joint to come together. I'll just trim the little bits of fuzz and stuff off the joint. And all right. And so that's pretty well set. You know, I've trimmed it, whatnot, and I think what I'm going to do now is just go ahead and raise this camera a little bit and try to put this together. So I'm going to lean this together like this, and actually go to that side. Tap it together, and there we have your finished dovetails. I was a little distracted on these. They're not perfect, but you know, so what? And what I'll do is, I'll do the next video. I'll plane them in the next video.